Hello, and welcome back to Hitman Freelancer as we begin the penultimate challenge for our current campaign, and we are off to Santa Fortuna, where we have 4 targets, 2 couriers and 1 supplier, and we need a perfect shooter, headshot kills only, and silenced sniping kill as our optional objectives. So moving on to our prestige objectives, and we have silent assassin, epic shotgun kill and katana kill. Just so happens that we have a tanto, so let's take the katana kill and collect up our tanto from the wall. There she is. So we were also going to require a sniping rifle, preferably silenced, as it does specify silenced. I do have one of those as well, so down with the hunting rifle, and before we leave we must not forget our silenced pistol. Well done 47, you remembered in the nick of time. So we are already very well equipped, but I'm going to grab one more item before we head off to Santa Fortuna. It's a highly useful item, although I don't utilize it as much as I should, and that would be the tranquilizer gun. So I think we are all set and ready for our targets. Let's make our way off to Santa Fortuna and pop some heads.
Bon voyage, 47. Welcome to Santa Fortuna, Colombia. Intel tells us that the operative syndicate members are currently in the area. Track them down and do what you do best. Be careful, 47.
So here we are in Santa Fortuna, and we have a pretty favourable starting location, as I happen to remember that the supplier for Santa Fortuna is just up the hill here. What I don't currently remember is there is 2 locked doors between us and the supplier, but there is an open window all the way around the far side. So we're just going to quickly mosey on around there and see what the supplier has to offer us.
Hey there. Need anything?
I do need my vitamins.
So we do have a number of very useful items, and items I would like, namely the Seeker 1, but we can't really afford anything here except the concussion remote device. So we're not going to bother with the supplier today. Thank you very much. We will see you again another time. So we're going to start right off with the silenced sniper rifle kill, and our first target is actually just down on the main road. We have a target in the next building as well, but I want to make sure I get my prestige objective taken care of. We do currently need the cash. So once we're up here, we're just going to knock out the construction worker. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait a few people out, namely the 2 guards you can see just down to my right there. We want them to move away so that we can move out onto the ledge here. Not too far, there is our other target. We just want to poke ourselves out just a little bit and get our prestige objective.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47.
So that's target 1 taken care of, and that was rather successful. So I think we're going to try and attempt the same type of thing for the target who was in the building next to us. And who is this we have here? We have a courier. Normally I don't bother with these guys, but I do happen to have a tranquilizer gun on me, and he is not moving, so let's put him to sleep, earn ourselves a little bit of coinage, and run away as casual as you can. So what I want to do is find somewhere where I can take a shot at our second target in the village area. I want somewhere where I can possibly hide in a crate, or at the very least run away rather quickly. So I have decided to go with a rooftop snipe from across the village. All I've got to do is get to a vantage point, and everybody has now gone back to their usual routine. I so thought I was spotted at that point. I saw lots of these little yellow arrows appearing all over the place, but we managed to make it up into what will now be known as our sniper's nest, and from here we are nice and secluded. There is also a crate available, which will come in handy, I'm sure. So all we're going to do now is set up our sniping rifle and await the arrival of our target. He is currently downstairs, but he should be making his way up the stairs any moment. And when he makes his way up the stairs, there he goes. He will lean against the wall on the balcony, and we will have a nice clear shot at him. Just going to wait for him to stop moving, and then we're going to line up dead center.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the syndicate.
So we are quickly hopping into the box, which wasn't actually necessary. Nobody came looking. So we now can put away our sniping rifle, and we can move on to our next two targets. Now, our next two targets are quite a way off. One of them, I believe, is in the coca fields, and one of them is in the villa. So we're going to make our way around to the ruins, where we find a crate with nothing useful in it for today's purposes. So what we're going to do here is get ourselves a change of disguise so that we can maneuver around through the villa and the coca fields. Now, the hippo whisperer, who is usually in this area, is now over by the construction yard, so we don't have to wait around for him. We can just render the guard present unconscious, collect up his gun. There we go. I think we've already got that one. And we can now make our way over to the villa area. And just like we did with the previous two targets, we're going to snipe our third target from a nice safe distance. So our third target is actually a waiter at the rear of the Delgado mansion. He's over by the kitchenette area. So we're going to hunker down behind this money crate, wait for the guard to wander off, and then we're going to take a nice long shot at our target over in the kitchen area. Ah, there you are.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the syndicate.
So that's 3 targets down, and we are still on for most of our optional objectives. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to our final objective, the katana kill, George Franco, or Jorge Franco, is broken and has wandered to this area and won't leave.
Eliminated.
So we are going to have to lose our Tanto.
Get back to the safe house.
So I'm just going to throw that quickly at his head, and then we're just going to have to run for the exit. So we managed to get perfect shooter headshot kills and our prestige Tanto kill and the sniping rifle kill as well. But we did lose our Tanto in the process. But overall, a pretty successful mission, and that should get us a nice tidy little sum. And it takes us right up to the final showdown of the campaign. So This is where things are going to go horribly, horribly
Let me
wrong,
know
I
when
am
you're ready for
sure.
your next assignment.
So, once we are back at the safe house, it's time to drop everything we are carrying, which isn't actually very much. I think the only thing we gained was the submachine gun, which I believe we already have. So in our reward crate, we have a audio distraction, a concussion duck, and a syringe. Now, I'm going to take the duck because we don't have very many of those. So we will pick this up again in the next episode, where we take on our final syndicate leader. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.